don't know very early on. But the charge proved to be very Spirit Breaker offers that a lot of other heroes don't. Wait to those slippery heroes, even when you can't actually target them. As you mentioned, the Ogre being picked even though Venge was banned, I feel like in that draft they had Tidehunter Tinker, so it feels to me Mineski doesn't really care about like buffing their, like it's fine if you have a hero that can make use of Bloodlust, but they want this buffed Ogre that just annoys everyone in the early. They go for the Tinker straight away, huh?
To Io, that's interesting because they're, relocate, you can still summon deal Tinker across the map at crucial times. And I mean, to second pick the Tinker, this is very risky. I don't know. I'm not sure about you, Bowie, but I'm not a fan of the Tinker pick too early on. It feels very
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, I said the same thing in game 1, but Mineski played so well around the Tinker. Maybe they know what they're doing here. At the same time, even though Tinker can be weak against Io, Tinker can also burst Io quite easily. So that's something to as well. But he's against Spirit Breaker this game, and he was not against Spirit Breaker game 1. That can change as well. They didn't have Spirit Breaker game 1, right? It was...
Yeah.
What was... I don't remember their scores.
But Spirit Breaker does pretty decent against Tinker during the laning phase. Tinker doesn't have an escape mechanism which he can use during the lanes. And when he's still building up the BOTs, he still can be quite vulnerable even before he builds into a blink. But TNC, like you said, they're a bit afraid. The last time you said Ogre and Ty in Mineski won game 1, but Tidehunter coming out, and I said Tidehunter ban coming out. So they're afraid of it. For good reason as well, of course.
Yeah, it's just such a... when you have Tidehunter Tinker, you can push so well. You usually don't think of Tidehunter as a pushing hero, but when you have March behind the Tidehunter, it's so hard to contest the push. Even though you're doing it slowly, it's also pretty... There's no risks involved. That's always good. And now we're gonna see the last ban coming from here. They had Tidehunter, Venge, Ogre, Tinker, and what was the offlane that game? I'm sorry, what was the other four?
For game 2 or game 1?
Game 1, because we saw TNC banning all the draft.
1. Oh, that was a tiny.
Oh, it was Lifestealer. It was the Lifestealer.
Oh, you mean talking about the carry? Okay, yeah.
They had Lifestealer for Mineski, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they did the same thing. They actually banned a lot of heroes from the draft, from the ideas they think that Mineski is going for.
10 seconds remaining.
Fascinating.
I was thinking about something, because you know how we mentioned in the previous game that Ice Timbersaw was the counter to the illusions? What if this game, if Moon gets a very good start, Nana, if he gets a very good start, he can actually snowball into an Axe real quick. Tinker against illusions, he is the counter. So I can see why they would consider picking that up very quick into IO. And
okay.
I mean, I also want to point out that, against Mineski, it goes to show even in the C region, everyone's been talking about how Mineski is the powerhouse of C at the moment. But when you have teams like Fnatic and TNC, they're proving that this is not the case, as we are seeing game 3. And TNC could very well take this after what we saw in the previous game.
Yeah, especially now with the Nyx, another hero that makes it quite hard for him to do his thing.
10 seconds.
But maybe the Tinker is a bait. They're baiting a lot of Tinker counters, and they go for something completely different now that makes use of the Ogre.
I totally agree with you there. I feel that, because there's got to be a good reason why you pick up the Tinker like that. And I was going to suggest the Nyx Assassin ban. You can mess around with the Tinker as well. You can break so many trees really easily. IO. Before he gets Blink, Spirit Breaking and Charge, getting good vision across the map. But Sam H. Nyx Assassin is not something we have seen in the past few weeks, which has been played by him. And this is not a hero which has been contested as well. But okay, Disruptor pick coming out. Pretty stable. And
like you can just Static Storm whenever IO relocates. There's also Glimpse of Spirit Breaker. Deals with those quite well.
10 seconds remaining.
Is it any reason? Do you think it's crazy that I actually feel they might even consider putting Tinker into the safe lane and giving like Mushi something else mid? Like, Medusa is still in the pool, and Medusa has been a very hot win rate hero for the side of TNC.
I can see that happening, but I feel like when you have Ogre, Ogre is probably gonna dual lane with Tinker, like we saw the other game. So I feel like Tinker won't have many problems in the laning. It's gonna be like the mid-game fights that really would determine whether Mineski can pull the Tinker strat off or not. Because you're gonna have Nyx just using Carapace in the March, you're gonna have I relocating trying to kill him. So the laning phase will be fine. Tinker is actually pretty decent in lane, especially with the babysit coming from Ogre. And they went for the Terror Blade again, huh? Pretty... I like it game.
You know, Tinker still offers quite a lot to deal with this Terror Blade illusions. It's one of the heroes who can help defend the push by himself as well, with that global farming presence. Pretty much suits Mineski's game style, because they like to group up early, take early objectives. Tinker, you know, giving them that option. And okay, Sven coming out.
I really like this.
Okay, why do you like the Sven? Is it because the cleave alone, or what else is there?
I mean, it's a carry that synergizes with Ogre in way more than Venge, in my opinion. And at the same time, Sven really uses kinetic field very well. Like, you're gonna trap everyone there, you're just gonna cleave. It's already a good matchup against the Terror Blade. So I'm quite happy they went with the Sven here. We don't pick Sven all that often, but I feel like it's a great pick. He probably gonna have to rush BKB though, because there's Nyx Assassin and Spirit Breaker, a lot of control for him. But it's a good pick.
Yeah, I mean, most recently they actually have picked up Sven quite a number of times. It's not like, because I agree with you, this was a hero which wasn't picked up often, but most recently, at least in C, they picked up Sven at least 3 times in the past few series they played, I think. Yeah, at least 3 times. So, Mineski now actually leaving out the Ice hero last. TNC are going to think very hard how they want to ban out against this. I mean, what Ice hero can is to pick up? They can always go back into the Tiny offlane. Visage offlane could be a thing as well.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. Even the Winter wouldn't be a bad hero. The Winter Wyvern, like, just explode the IO, you just explode the Nyx. So maybe we'll see that. They only have one ban. I feel like it's gonna be one of the maybe Tusk. He plays Tusk offlane as well, right?
Yes, he does, but it's very rare. But it's already been banned out, I believe. Yeah, first phase banned by Mineski. And
oh yeah, that's true.
One thing that could go is the Void, but I don't think Void would be too good here. It doesn't synergize as well with Sven, even though it does okay with Disruptor. Could benefit from Ogre Magi.
I do like the Void actually. I do like the Void because you can fight in 2 different areas. So you isolate whatever hero you want and you initiate with them. I feel like the 3 heroes are pretty good. Void, it depends on how they want to play, but Void, Visage, Winter, they have 2. Dude, Winter is pretty good here. They have a melee support, so it's quite hard for them to zone that Winter. They actually can't. They really can't. Not sure if what's Mineski. Let's see.
Brewmaster.
Nice. Yeah, cool as well.
Yeah, this hero has been quite strong, and not to mention when Ice, you know, he builds into Radiant on it. They actually get this hero to... They can get pretty good items on it. Late game, they can go for mid game as well. Plenty of ways. And you know Ice, you know, he's basically a master of micro. You've seen his Nature's Prophet, you've seen his Bird Mother, and basically anything which is micro, right? So, together with the Brewlings, I think this could be very fun.
There's a lot of potential here because not only you can dispel the illusions with the blue one, you can also cyclone whatever targets the IO wants to relocate. There's a lot of plays, and they go for the Zeus. Right. A lot of ways to fight a team.
Who's Zeus?
Especially with the Eggs now.
Yeah, and especially with this hero, like you said, the Eggs. Nimbus is a Tinker's nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding, it is the ultimate nightmare. I hate Nimbus. And you look at Mineski's heroes, these guys have very bad heroes to deal with Nimbus. I mean, you have ranged heroes who can do very minimal right click, like Disruptor and Tinker. What are you going to do against Nimbus? He just lays it out. And if you try to go on it, you're going to meet stuns, you're going to meet like Spirit Breaker charge, all that.
Yeah. Yeah, again we see kind of a hard lane for Raven. Like Brewmaster just pretty well with those low base damage heroes. You're gonna miss a lot of right clicks. So gonna to see how they're gonna deal with the Brewmaster. If they're gonna try to maybe go aggro against this Sven, that's always a good idea. Sven is a hero that struggles quite a lot until level 6. You don't want to give him a free lane so that he can just snowball. He farms faster than a Terrorblade most of the time. But they're sending Raven bottom. Maybe they're predicting an aggro try coming from Mineski.
Could be, because if you look at Mushi's items, he's gone for a South and Tangos. This does indicate an aggro tri lane. And, you know, like I said, they like to put some level of emphasis, at least on Ice getting a quick level 6. Because they know that if you get to quick level 6, they can take a lot of very, very heavily commitment fights with Primal Split. So we'll see where this goes. Raven already breaking the smoke.
Gonna break
no. Oh, they found him!
No, Raven, no!
Not like this! And the Raven will be shot down. First blood going to Jabs, however. And they ping out and say bing, 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 bing. Everyone knows the entire Mineski is here. Raven, well, I can't say nothing of value was lost, but... Okay, no first blood going to Jabs. He can buy boots.
Yeah, that's pretty good for him. He's gonna be quite happy. Now let's see if they can at least get the... Gonna be a 2-for-2 bounty trade, so... Not so much value out for Mineski, but I mean, you don't want to be first blooded as a carry.
For sure, it's not a good feeling. Alright, so are they gonna try? Nah, they're too far away to get the bounty rune. But anyways, Mushi will be heading back to the top lane. He just wants to be able to stay in lane a lot longer. And... Right, so who are you rooting for this game? I know you've been rooting for Mineski since game 1, but I have to ask again, would you favor the Mineski draft or TNC draft?
I mean, if we're talking draft, I'm gonna favor Mineski because it feels like they go for these Tinker picks and they're like, oh man, Tinker's gonna struggle. But Tinker is never really the star of the game. They have this Tinker, he's doing a lot of stuff, but he's not a position 1 like we see a lot of times, like from teams like Navi. Usually when they're displaying Tinker, he is the only core that matters, and that's not the case on Mineski. So I feel like they're gonna be able to get the benefits of Tinker without relying so much on him.
Gonna try to go here into Jabs. They have the heroes. Did they get the tether slow? I don't think so, but Jabs is taking a ton of damage. And they have to realize that against the Sandmage Needs Assassin. Okay, one more Storm Hammer coming onto Tims. But Jabs, you don't want to get too close to it. They're actually going to charge under the tier 1 tower for this with the Orb of Venom. And of course, Tims giving him that extra move speed. One more hit. Yes, it will be enough, and Mushi cannot do anything. Ninja Boogie's gonna come here as well to get a 1-for-3-7. Tims does not have any more regen, and this should be another kill. They have the Mango for the stun, but Tims will end up dying to the creep wave. So meanwhile, Tims did get the TP out, I think. Yeah, he TP'd straight to the bottom lane. And alright, 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, I like this lane configuration. You always want to pressure the Sven. He already burned through his clarity. He's gonna have to use the Mango soon. I feel like that's a good way of playing. Usually you see the aggro try with the carry.
Oh, that thought. The Bowie bottom lane. Ice is about to fall here one more time. If they can find one more hit. One more hit. 26 HP. Back to the top. Chasing up the Sandmage. Stuck inside the kinetic field. They need one more right click each side. Popping the snake charges. He could actually still get out, but never mind. Ninja Boogie will get the kill. They club him to death and cut him up. Down goes Nyx. So, a lot of skirmishes this time compared to the 2 games earlier on.
I feel like it's necessary. Don't want that Sven to start farming, because when Tinker is pushing all lanes and Sven has freedom to farm both jungles and just get passive, not gonna have a good time. Like Raven did a great job last game, but he didn't have a terrible carry matchup. This time, he's pretty terrible. 8 picking Terrorblade and facing a Sven. But
maybe we shall see, right? I mean, if Terrorblade gets really fat, if you can't cleave him down in time, you can always pull up the last minute Sunder. You know, it's just one of those spells.
You do have the IO to hold Terror a little bit, and and you also have Sunder. The Sunder is always that Sven almost killing you, and then you Sunder kill him. Sven doesn't want to build Lincolns, so if you force him to go for it, it's a win as well.
I also feel like with the defensive relocates, because usually as a Sven you want to like be able to quickly burst heroes down with your overwhelming physical damage, and if that doesn't happen, a defensive relocate can easily handle that. Not so much with the tether heal though. And okay, so far 3-1 things have kind of quietened down a bit. Ice still doing okay, you know, he's level 3, he has 8-2 CS. Assassins on 6-2. Both are doing alright.
I'm surprised at how much CS Raven has. Oh. They have meta. They could have this go.
Yeah, they could. Gonna try and block him off the Thunderclap. They have a Mango as well. One more Mango, in fact. And Field will trap him off. And okay. Timely defensive.
For meta, huh?
I think he doesn't want to waste it because with Drunken Brawler, you really never know if you get too many misses.
Yeah.
So with Drunken Haze. But, okay. So far, pretty quiet. Middle lane, we haven't talked about that too much yet because, you know, Zeus got his bottle ready. Hold on, a charge onto Disruptor, but never mind. Invis for Cuckoo. I'm surprised they haven't attempted to try and gank this Tinker. They actually let the Tinker get quite a lot out of this lane. He's going to be able to build into BOTs quite fast.
Yeah, I feel like they're just, they know that Disruptor is going to leave someone. And even though Spirit Breaker is pretty good against Tinker, if he lasers you, you're not going to be able to have those bashes, right? He has level 3 low.
Audio Kinetic Field won't be there. They could actually chase this, but Tinker, he's going to try to get the trade. Oh! Level 3 into the bash from 1437. Don't spell 17%. Alright. Easy kill. Turnaround though. And this way, you know, at least Tinker gets some gold. What did he buy? What did he buy? He actually bought a bottle. Okay, I thought he was going for the, you know, BOT's rush. Oh, he cancelled his TP.
Yeah.
Lots of wasted time. Bottom lane, they're gonna charge again for the Brewmaster. Can't get in time for the reflection.
They're forcing sour here.
I mean, I guess that TP was made in China because it did not work out for Tinker at all. And anyways, bottom is still very intense. Like, they're putting a ton of pressure here into Brewmaster, but he's still gonna get a pretty timely level 6. Same for Nyx Assassin, but he is behind in terms of EXP.
Yeah, they try lane for a little bit, so that's quite expected. But Nyx is also getting, quite a bit of CS. Van now kind of afraid in the nighttime. Hopefully he has Bloodlust Worker, so he can find
reflection and the charge. At 1437, get himself one more bash. A taunt again. He's like, see ya later. Bye. Next time, they have the shrine to go back to as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, one thing that a lot of people don't notice is that the clap, how's it called? Yeah, the Thunderclap slows attack speed. So it actually slows attack speed by a lot. So it's a pretty good hero against Terrorblade.
Hold on, Nana could actually end up dying here. Zeus is on the way. They have the kinetic field. Trying to go for the turnaround kill again onto Tims. He has the laser. Popping the stick charges. He's gonna be okay. But never mind, the right click out from Tims. Now, can he get the kill here? Jabs will find 1437. Could actually find Tims as well. He needs to... Oh, the crit? What? And now Cuckoo, he wants to get the zap here into Jabs. Chasing after him, but he will salve up. Yeah, this crit is stupidly strong. 230% damage.
Yeah, and they're actually being super lucky. All these fights, it feels like Mineski is always warding during the fights to get more vision. But Zeus already took 2 wards down in a span of like 2 or 3 minutes. So that's one of the benefits that Zeus you usually don't talk about, the ability to take wards. These top tier teams, they always ward during team fights so that they can always go for those kills. And Zeus kind of messes with that quite a lot.
And he's a good hero, like you said, for controlling vision. I'm waiting for some of those global ganks, because one thing we also haven't mentioned yet is when Nyx gets level 6, with Thunder God's Wrath, Zeus is always going to be able to provide an assist, or Sam H can give the kill to the Zeus, which means he gets, you know, extra kill here and there, pretty much like an invoker in that aspect.
And Zeus is doing quite well. And yes, ahead of Tinker, which is good. And curious to see when they're gonna go with the... Oh, actually they're going for the Vendetta gank right now.
Eyeing Nana, the one Nana.
Oh yeah, they saw him.
Yeah, they have a sentry. Creeps, Sam H. Alright, so they're gonna have to try and figure out where the sentry is.
Charge?
Charge is still coming in. They want to commit to this. With a lightning bolt, they could get the slow out here. Sam H has already gone under the tower. They're gonna try and chase. Kinetic Field to trap him in place. Traps one. Carapace is there. Stunning up the Tinker. Double impale. Beautiful stuff here from Sam H. And he's gonna find Ninja Boogie. They try to turn around for the Zeus here. Mushi's in for the party as well. Spawnbot Hammer and the Drunken Haze. Goodbye, Zeus. Broken. There goes my brother. And I hear a Sunder being used. What? Okay, never mind. I heard that wrong. But Jabs ends up going out to Tims. They have a primal split. They could actually end up going here for Raven. Never mind. Mushi's just gonna end up clearing this double stack of ancient creeps.
Yeah, it's quite rare to see a Sven rotating, but they kills the Zeus because of the
Charge away.
quite mindful loose. Nice.
Sam H could still end up going to a region rune, or even yeah, 1437 could pick that up. Casual
And you
region
know
rune
what?
just
I
waiting there.
really like Raven. He TPs to the top lane. He sees that everyone is like in the ancient area, and okay. I thought he was gonna pressure the tower, but anyways, he can farm this area kind of a contested since everyone spent TPs to go for that fight. So that's always good as a. And they do.
Yeah, like you said, now he's pushing this power top, but he's trying to put some pressure onto it. They do get the Tinker snipe again, and we already mentioned from the draft, this is an extremely hard Tinker game. Look at all those counter picks, and Tim's not like this. Oh, the tether away! Never mind the glimpse.
There was no
Yeah, he was dead anyways. If he got away from that, that was like, I don't know, one super MVP play. And almost a blink dagger up for Ice. They want to try and go for a trade of their own. They know Sam H is there, who's now showing his face on around the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, they're pretty much gonna trade towers. There's no TP ready for Raven, and maybe with a relocate. But they don't have relocate. That's gonna be a trade of towers.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Right,
attack.
so 8 to 6, 9 minutes in, they should be able to get this tower. Popping the God Strength for this, huge commitment. See a charge coming in from 1437. With pass by an Invis rune as well, Boogie will actually get the stun in the nick of time. Cuckoo will get the Invis rune. Behind the tier 1 tower, Sam H looking for the stun. And getting the impale. Never mind, nice sidestep from Nana, but the lightning is coming out. You cannot run from heaven. Chase, and down you go, getting one kill. Primal Split's gonna be used, trying to find Tims at least. Cycling up one into the air. They want to try and get the kill here. They do get the stun. Tims will end up going down. One kill here for Ninja Boogie. Trying to chase after Cuckoo. The Arc Lightning, and Cuckoo will find it. Maybe thinking about going over to Sam H. Might even be able to get the second kill as well. Cycling up into the air into the Zeus. Ice. Thunderclap gets one kill. Charge is now coming in from the back. 1437 and together with Cuckoo. I think I should get the trades here. Thunderclap is going for them for a bit. Here comes Mushi. Stormbot Hammer. Only into 1437. Oh, the taunt away. Never mind. You cannot taunt him like that. Not like that. Cuckoo gets the double. And Mushi will have to back off. He doesn't win anywhere near that. Well, that was happening. Raven just free farming the top lane. Easy.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of farm. Considering he was against a Brewmaster, I'm quite impressed with level of farm right now. And he went for the early Hood of Defiance, huh? You rarely see that, but against so much burst, magic. He can farm the jungle without losing any HP now as well, so that's a bonus.
Right, so he's gonna clear this big ancient stack. Oh, EXP. Perigasm. Yeah, easy for Mushi. Blink Dagger almost up as well. There's a shrine they can use. Tinker needs to try and farm this up. Sam H is just kind of lurking around. He has eyes on Nana to help provide a charge vision if he needs to. But he's just gonna go back to the middle lane. And
Gank from TNC.
gonna try and invade together with Cuckoo. Invasion of privacy, and middle lane is the target. Looking for the charge onto Nana. They're gonna dive to tier 1 for this. TNC, hello, welcome to C Dota, because C ganks behind tier 1 towers are perfectly normal. Stormbot Hammer comes in, Cuckoo goes down. 1437. Static Storm trapping them both. Do they have enough damage? Never mind with the lasers. Mushi gets a double. Probably gonna find a third. The glimpse back, and they will give this away. Yep, Ninja Boogie actually takes it. So 3-4-0. Big team fight there from Mineski, and huge over commitment there for TNC.
Yeah, they didn't know about the Ice Blink Dagger, so when they were dying, Ice blinks on Zeus, and he didn't have range to cast the spells, and he never ulted, never used the lightning bolts. He didn't kill anyone. That was so unfortunate. That 100%, 100 moves for Zeus trying to and his spells were pretty bad. He didn't have relocate as well, so maybe they were just overstepped their boundaries a little bit there.
So just like that, this game after that, you know, the Gold Swing just went straight down. 3 heroes and whatever narrow advantage that TNC had, now Mineski's. And you don't want to give that away, especially as to a Sven. Because Sven, you know, he has like an inbuilt Battle Fury, right? He's supposed to have the net worth advantage because he can farm up so quick. But what do you think? Like, we haven't seen Terrorblade really do anything yet. I know you say to pick up the Hood, but would you not prefer a Dragon Lance on this hero, since it does give you extra survivability?
I mean, I'm not gonna discuss with Raven. He plays a lot of Terrorblade, but if I was playing, I would probably go for the Dragon Lance. There's a lot of burst damage though. It's 300 damage from the Thunderclap, a lot of damage from the Thunderstrike. There's like Ignite, the Stormbolts. I can see why he's going for it, but yeah, I don't know. There's 2 Blink Daggers on Mineski now, and if TNC just farms passively, they're gonna get ganked. See Mineski is smoke ganking right now.
Did they see the smoke? I saw the pings come out. They seem to have known about the Mushi smoke coming up. Well, whatever smoke comes out, Ayo is just dead, and he's gonna pick up that bounty rune for his trouble. It's a consolation prize. Using the Brewlings, they found the Terrorblade all the way inside the trees. Cyclone up into the air. Never mind, the stun is there. Stun's alright. Raven trying to run into the trees, the kinetic field, trapping him to the static storm. There will be no Sunder today, sir. Not today. Not today. And Ice. They will find themselves a very big, very big kill.
Yeah, so they didn't commit meta here. I would like to see TNC going for an aggressive play straight after Raven respawns. They're gonna have this Arcane Rune and Zeus as well. They have they don't have the Arcane Rune.
Who needs to get out of here? Times like that, you know, if you're Ice, you will miss that, or rather you wish you had a Yosepta, I guess, but he's still happy with that.
He's going Midas, dude. That Brewmaster's gonna be buffed.
And alright.
Yeah, it gets pretty hard for TNC now, in my opinion. If they don't start getting kills, start getting map control, because Sven is just way better than Terrorblade. If you're even in farm, or if Sven is ahead, you're gonna have a bad time. And he went for this hood that doesn't really address the biggest counter to Terrorblade. I would like to see him going for an aggressive play. There's 50 seconds on Blue Split. Blue Split is the cooldown that I kind of use right now.
I mean, here's the answer that you were asking for, because it looks like they want to try and get this tier 1 tower. But okay, Metamorphosis will be popped as well. I hear a charge. Is it going to come onto the Brewmaster? There's no Primal Split. Going to try and zap him down to get the stun. Can it chain stun him down? Then let's strike. Down goes Ice. Kinetic Field only trapping 1 for 37. Get the stun as well. They need the laser. Where's the rocket? Okay, laser will be there. So down goes 1437. Going to chase for 1 more. The Glimpse back. They actually know the next assassin is there. And the March, this will pretty much deter the push long enough. Carapace trapping up Tinker, looking for a stun perhaps. Oh, missing it, the stun. And alright, they will cut down the next assassin. Static Storm's going to be down to Terrorblade. Reflection coming out, quite a fair bit of damage. And Nyx Assassin's still alive? How is he still alive? No way! Okay, he will finally die. And Nana trying to run out from this. Duke under the trees, jabs into tries to score. 1 more hit, down he goes. 4 heroes dead. TNC have found themselves a big opening. Looking for jabs as well, but this way, 4-for-1 trade.
Yeah, you know what? March is the reason he went for Hood. He can go for those pushes, and not only he has a little bit of HP regen so that he can back off a little bit and go again, but if he pops the active, he actually withstands so much damage from the March that he has a 1k HP Terrorblade he can actually attack. If you go Dragonlance, yeah, have 10 strength, that's 200 HP, that's not enough to withstand the March. So I guess that's why he went for it, and we saw it working pretty well. He was able to withstand the March early on without like a BKB or something.
And I'm surprised that Mineski lost that fight. Actually, no, hold on, I take that back. Not that surprised. Because TNC, oh wait, hold on. They may have found Sam H here, they have the glimpse back. But I feel like, you know, Sam H, he stayed alive for as long as he did. That was big. It looks like he's about to create more space. Justice just expired. But he doesn't have Vendetta for 40 seconds. Here for the stun. I mean, space created, right? There's a lot of space created.
Carapace? Oh, he gets it.
Yeah, it's on cooldown. And meanwhile, in 1437 picks up a hood. It was. He bought like, what, 40 seconds of time? Now to get the D-ward out from Tim's as well.
And now Ice is out of mana. Okay, they're gonna use the Shrine. Are they going for a smoke here? Yeah, they're going for a smoke straight away. They have the Blue Split again. So they also know there are 2 heroes dead. If they can find a Zeus.
Oh, hold on, the Wrath of Nature. Immediate retreat coming out from Cuckoo. Mineski will try to make their way quickly to the tier 2 tower, try to find a 1 kill. But no, good game sense coming out from Cuckoo. It seems like they knew what was gonna happen.
I mean, they wasted a smoke for Thunder's God Wrath. That was a great trade for TNC. Now their heroes are alive. They're gonna have Metamorphosis again. I'm not sure if they want to go straight up against Mineski when they have Bruce play. They don't know, but Mushi spent out money as they can find it.
And you know, Tinker, he is catching up in net worth. He had a very, very bad lane, basically. 1 and 5. Actually, hold on, I'm looking around here. 3 and 6, sorry.
Still not very good for a Tinker.
Yeah, it's still not very good. So he's gonna catch up though, because he is slowly catching. As you can see, not slowly, but gently catching up with Zeus in net worth.
Yeah.
And with his global farming presence, he's actually gonna scale much better unless the Zeus somehow gets more kills built into the Aghanims for the Nimbus. Already has the Kaya.
Yeah, I like his build. I feel like you need 4 staff here, and Kaya is so much value right now. Oh, another. No, what? Oh no, he was just lightning bolting here. They find that observer ward. Oh, they didn't. It's actually Mineski didn't find a ward, huh?
Yeah, they don't know about that ward.
Yeah, he did pretty close, but. Well, anyways, what are they waiting here? They have BKB on front. Oh, dude, that's no time. Yeah, that's what I will shoot. Yeah, they smoke right straight away.
What are the odds that Cuckoo just presses R and is like, guys, they smoked up, let's back off. That would be the total disaster. I mean, yeah, you have to see, right? They use the scan. They know that there's one hero behind that tier 1 tower.
Okay.
But look at the positioning from TNC. They seem to know what's going on, and if they can, they will like to avoid using the Wrath of Nature to cover a smoke. Regen rune. I find the Zeus here. Zeus whipping it out. Oh, they know the smoke broke. He immediately got out. Never mind. Cuckoo's breaking another smoke. Oh my god. First it was the Wrath. You know, using Wrath of Nature to break smokes is just overrated at this point. Sometimes you need a bit of luck. Yeah, he just walks in, right? Just walks in, breaks the smoke, and they were like, Mix Assassin, what's here, guys?
That's not good. They spam few smokes in the span of like 2 minutes, and they're not able to use their ults, they're not able to fight early. Sven went for BKB, so he's not farming as fast they want to have, but I feel like they're gonna go for a push here. The BKB is quite hard for TNC to contest Mushi, so let's see if they're gonna trade towers. The bottom lane, it feels like Raven. Yeah, he already backpacks.
Alright, so yeah, I think they can do this. The charge coming in onto Mushi. Are you sure? They can glimpse him back. The Static Storm's gonna be used. They found Sam H. That's a Static Storm wasted. But once again, space created from Sam H. He will go down. And here comes the rest of TNC coming in. Big damage being done. Primal Spit's gonna move out. They cycle up the root ability there. Thunder God's Wrath gonna fly out. Can he get the stun into 1 for 3-7? You know, Raven's really big. He's coming big and angry with the Metamorphosis, trying to get the trade out here. Lightning Bolt and boom. Bash on 1437. 2 for 1 trade. Cycle up into the air one more time. They want to try and get Tims. Can they find him though? Okay, Ice.
They're gonna Roshan out of this. They're gonna Roshan. Mushi took so much damage he didn't want to BKB. I'm not sure if they're gonna Roshan, but maybe they can take that too. Mushi took so much damage he didn't want to BKB. He was kind of low in HP. He didn't want to risk trying to get back into the fight. And that was pretty unlucky for Mineski. They had such a good power spike there that they were pushing. They didn't took tier 2. And TNC ends up ahead, man. I feel like they shouldn't.
Smart money.
It was a great play from the Nyx Assassin, as you said. He just wastes pretty much the Static Storm, and he's creating a lot of space. I feel like Sam H is the MDL.
Like every single time, he's just gone straight to the back line. He's caused so much distraction that Mineski will overcommit onto him. And they can't ignore the Nyx Assassin as well, because if you leave him alone, he's going to find a very good impale. He's found great impales, like even earlier on, around this part of the map, where he found a 2-man impale, which pretty much set up the 3 kills, which they got. So,
yeah.
I mean, what do you do? They have no answer for the Nyx Assassin, and I'm starting to get bad memories on why Nyx Assassin was banned out so much at PI.
Yeah, not get any nerfs pretty much. Yield 5 armor, I guess the changes need to be game. Now they're going for this one. There's no Metamorphosis. They can get this. But the cooldown of Bruce Lee is pretty much the cooldown of Amorphis.
Thunder God's Wrath is 90 seconds. Brewmaster Split is 120. They do get the stun into 1 for 3-7. Looks like they're gonna try and get him off. Okay, never mind. Sam H. Alright, Impale, they will find Brewmaster. Yes, Primal Split, another strike's gonna be used. They wanna try and chain him down, but the Static Storm's gonna come out, zoning them out, and the Primal Split will actually be able to get off. They wanna go straight for Tims, they wanna bring him down, get the Tims back. Who will they find? Alright, good. Never mind. What the heck? Ayo is dead to Ice. They know they found Raven.
Either as he was being sent back, and I feel like he managed to get there.
Break it.
Now.
Oh, hello. Hello. BKB. Alright, Mushi. Yeah, you're not running away from this, are you? He's gonna try and chase Cuckoo down. He forced staff away, but the right clicks from Raven is just too strong. The whole time, very healthy, top of the net worth, and just like that, you know, it seems like Mineski won the fight, but they lost a core, and TNC lost 2 supports.
Yeah, they did lose tier 1 mid, but I feel like Mineski, he should be winning these fights more, but it always feels like Nyx Assassin is just bothering them so much that the Disruptor is never able to Static Storm the Terrorblade so that Sven can actually finish him down. And Terrorblade is actually ahead of Sven, something that usually doesn't happen, but Mushi went for that BKB, and Raven, even though he went for the Hood of Defiance first, is just farming more than him. So it's gonna be hard, because if you have more farm than Sven as a Terrorblade, you can start kiting him with items like Hurricane Pike or the Scotty that is pretty close to finish. And then it starts getting pretty hard, especially if you went for this BKB first and the charges start to get low.
So I think which will be very big next is if Mushi completes that Daedalus. And I'm not so sure about the Scotty thing, but if they find the right jump. I mean, I totally agree with your point about saying the Nyx Assassin is creating so much space. They're wasting the Static Storm when they desperately need it for Raven because they lack a lot of stuns. Control this Terrorblade. I mean, they have their fair share of stuns, but I still feel like they could have used more just to deal with this.
They have control for him with the Brew Split. Usually Ice is just like lifting him up, so he's not dealing damage, but they're not killing him as well. So that's not the best. I would like to see him maybe lifting the Zeus and killing Terrorblade, but they never are able, as you said, they're never able to Static Storm the Terror.
Right targets. So Mushi's actually going for a quick assault Cuirass next after the quick Stylus. And okay, I think this is good because he's holding on to see whether they need the blood going. The assault Cuirass can help the team in general.
Yeah. Terrorblade is not going for BKB. He's good life right now, so it's always a good item. They don't have any spells on the side of TNC, no Lotus Arms. So it's always a good idea. It's always good to be able to both sides, especially because in the late game Sven starts lacking mana. There's this Nyx Assassin just mana burning you. So mana region is always good.
Now we're gonna see things quieten down a bit. You know, they want to build them to the next items, and tier 2 tower still standing middle lane for TNC, so they don't have to worry like Mineski, who don't have a tier 2 tower. And if they lose one more team fight, this way TNC can just push down the middle. And we all have seen what a Terrorblade can do, how fast he sieges. He already has the Eye of Scotty complete. Bidoosh. They want to smoke up, I think. They are waiting.
Yeah.
Scan. We haven't actually seen a relocate, have we?
Yeah, they're actually right. We didn't see any relocates. They're usually fighting as 5 from the beginning, which is good when you're facing the likes of Sven. Sometimes the relocate is just not fast enough to follow up because it's just gonna burst anyone. But now they have Fusions on Sven.
Could be a bit rough. Cuckoo in this rune about to expire, went back into the Etherlands. I mean, at this point, it's more about playing around the Terrorblade, right? Even Zeus at this, he didn't go for a Midas or anything, so he can't really scale to the late game. But if he gets level 25, you know, that plus 170 arc lightning damage is going to start doing a lot of work. You know, this talent is great against Mega Creeps as well. So, this is the hero which it is going to do quite a lot.
I like the cast range talent too, honestly, because you can force step your allies from super far away. You can also use lightning bolts to cancel, especially when you don't have Aghanim Scepter.
Oop, they broke the smoke. Immediate blink out. Yeah, they were paying attention to that. Now immediately, look at Mineski running all the way to the high ground of this cliff. Thunder God's Wrath going to be used, and because they're on the other side, you know, scouting Thunder God's Wrath, they're still going for it. They want to go. They want to fight. Never mind. They're just going to push out the middle wave. this way, Mineski would just dodge this. They don't feel confident of fighting into this very, very strong Terrorblade.
Yeah, it's quite risky because they don't have buybacks on both carries. Terrorblade. Oh, actually, yeah, he's farming his now. But when they finished Kari and they had the smoke, they didn't have. Dude, this Terrorblade farm is so fast. I'm surprised. I feel like the problem with Mineski is that Tinker is such a hungry healer, right? He gets so many resources from the map that Mushi, even if he wants to, can't farm in the same speed as Terrorblade since he has a Zeus. His farm is way lower.
Oh, they get a stun immediately, gonna tear apart Cuckoo! And that was the buzzer for his death. Tims actually did try for the defensive relocate. I think he's gonna try for the TP trick out.
Maybe, but
nah, he's dead now. He's gonna accept his fate. 2 kills at last, and they will go for more. Cyclone up, they found the Terrorblade. This could be a disaster if they can change the stunts perfect. Static Storm's gonna be thrown out as well. Looking for the charge. 3-man impale coming out from Sam H, keeping Raven alive. Tims and Cuckoo will buy back. They will turn this around. Multiple right clicks. Down goes Ice. And now they're going for more. Tims bringing down jabs. Raven with the double. They will try to find Mushi. Blink forward to the north, but no. Sam H once again with those plays. King Spell Shield. They won a Courier Snipe. It only cost them 2 buybacks.
After those buybacks, they won Roshi. They maybe force some buybacks from Mineski, but the only hero that has Brewmaster and he already split, so gonna be
This is amazing stuff coming out. TNC, I mean, the Zeus buyback isn't exactly the biggest loss right there, and if they get the Aegis away, giving it to Cuckoo, maybe, you know, this is pretty big. And TNC, they have the tools to break another tier 2. Once again, Sam H. The MVP, the MV mother trucking P right there, man.
Dude, Io's level 15. He has eggs. Zeus doesn't need to farm eggs because he can
Scepter
just
bonus.
tether.
Oh.
Yeah, he just tethers Zeus. He uses the ult, whatever. Then you wait the cooldown, you do it again.
You could use it on the Nyx as well.
Yeah, he was burrowed during that Roshan.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, but he doesn't have an egg. And then now that you reminded me, okay, get the Carapace. The relocate's coming in right on top of Moon. Are you afraid of the dark? You should be. So just like that, they get themselves a very nice pick off.
You see a line here, drawn by the Blade.
What is happening here, Bowie? I mean, we're gonna see some great stuff coming out. I mean, you know, people always mention 7.07 making Dota fun. I don't know. I feel like IO eggs, TNC are onto something here.
It's just I was like, I mean, eggs is so good. Why is Zeus keeping it? But then I remembered IO actually gives you eggs, and it's good because he can itemize with more damage, more range with the Aether Lens, and still has the eggs anyway.
Now it feels like Mineski are on the back foot. The advantage does go the way of TNC now, and their gold graph is so erratic. And despite having all these spells, these team fight spells, they are so worried because TNC are beating them in a draft which is supposed to be played to their advantage.
Yeah, this is. I'm not gonna blame Dana here, but this is just the effect of Tinker in general. He gets so much resources from the map. And I feel like in the normal games, Sven definitely has the advantage. But Mushi just doesn't have many places to farm, and he's also afraid of that Spirit Breaker, the relocate. So he's not playing as like a normal Sven. Oh, okay, in this room.
It's very difficult for them to try and make anything happen here. You know, Tinker has the eggs, so maybe if they pick the right kind of fight, you know, then that's big for them. But they haven't been able to control the vision as they would have liked. He's still hiding. Yeah. They don't have vision as well. I don't think they. Oh, this could be big because they don't know about this. Primal Split's gonna be used, jumping straight to the back, but the blink juke. Raven's gonna try and man-fight Mushi, but the Nether Strike's gonna be used onto Mushi, and he will have to run away from this. Samich will get glimpsed back. They have a sentry there, but will Samich end up going down? No, no, no. Raven says, gonna fight. Come on, fight me. That's right, we go for the Earth Rulings, and looks like we might end up dying here. Can they take care of the Fire Spirit first? Yes, they can. And now they can take care of the Earth Ruling. Down it goes, never mind, missing the stun just barely. And Ice decided to blink out. They found a Lightning Bottle Star. Can he make his way to this time in the Shrine? Nope. Down he goes. Raven will pick that up. Just like that, they can go high ground. There's no Primal Split, no God Strength.
no BKB. They have buyback on blue, but does it really matter?
The charges coming in just to buy some space. Look at Raven go to work on this tower like a Lego block. Stun comes out, down goes Zeus. Instant buyback from the Brewmaster. They have to try and fight this, but look at the Tinker. If the Tinker dies here, this could be it. Never mind.
Where's the Nimbus?
One more hit.
Where's the Nimbus?
Lasers, man. Lasers. Sam H gonna be still kept alive by the Tim. Now they get one stun onto Cuckoo. Charges coming in. The Static Storm comes out, but pushing them out. Oh dear. Looking for the lasers. Never mind. Raven's gonna hold his guard. He can't even get the Thunder Rub almost. And he will end up dying. And Mineski hold the high ground. Sam H, do they have a stun? Do they have anything looking for it? No, the Stormbolt Hammer's not gonna be there, and neither does Ninja Boogie have the cast range. Gonna cost them 2 for 1, which was the Brewmaster buyback.
I don't know, dude. I feel like they overplayed their cards. They wanted to zone everyone so that Raven could attack the tower, but there was no God Strength. The Brewmaster was dead anyways. Yeah, they had the Aegis, but you know, Zeus is not the hero that really soaks a lot of damage, so they just like thrown the Aegis away. Zeus was badly positioned. At the same time, they don't want to tether Zeus so that he can use Nimbus because you want to save your Terrorblade. And at the end of the day, I'm not sure they're gonna have to buy back on Raven, but they give Mineski time to beat. Mineski is a great team, dude. You don't want to give that to them.
But here we are, I mean 35 minutes in. TNC and Mineski still neck for neck, fighting for a clear advantage in this game. This feels like Mineski have not been as dominant, seeing as, you know, it was the same against Fnatic as well. They were 2-0 up but lost 3-2. Now here we are again, against another C team, TNC, and they're struggling 1-1.
Yeah, one thing to point out is the Tinker went BKB. You rarely see that, but he feels there's no real way to deal with those heroes.
He has no choice, right? Because with all these lockdown spells, even with the Nyx Assassin as well, you need to go for the BKB. So much needed item. Actually, he looks like he may get hunted down here. There was an Arcane Rune popping in. He's gonna try and blink out. He needs to blink out one more time. The laser's gonna fly out with the lasers. Can he get it up? Oh dear. He's actually gonna escape from this. For a turnaround.
Oh, he's
Nana getting Tim.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
Blink away. They're trying to save him. They can't save him. The Drunken Haze is gonna be there. They're gonna pop Primal Split for this. Has TNC just overextended? Mushi taking care of Cuckoo. They're gonna find the third. The Glimpse back. And they will find 1437. Savage looking for the one kill. It will be the Nana snipe. Never mind. Oh dear. Static Storm's gonna be thrown down. Savage gonna blink all the way to the north. All the way inside the trees. They're gonna try to look for him. In all these wars, they cannot find the Nyx Assassin.
They baited the Tinker so hard. Everyone was trying to kill him, and they were able to. They had no vision of other heroes, so they felt like that was a free kill, and that was not. And now there's Mushi's man with BKB ready to attack this tower. Terrorblade is going for some sort of play here. Let's see if they can trade towers.
He's gonna try and force them back. Look at the tier 3 tower. He has a double damage. Yeah, they're gonna give that away. Fortification's gonna be forced out. Tinker will buy back, so at least he can take care of the lasers. Never mind, staying away from the illusions. The illusions still do pretty decent damage. Oh dear, immediate buyback. What can they do? Breaker's gonna try and keep them in place. Raven BKB will TP back. And over in the back, alright, Mushi just crits down 1-4-3-7. It will be a Rax for Rax trade.
That was a great outcome considering how much TNC overstepped their boundaries there. They actually trade 1-for-1.
Advantage. Slightly bigger advantage.
Yeah. Okay, now this game is hyped, dude. It's anyone's game. They have 2 tier 2s on the side of TNC, so that's good for them. They really need to keep an eye on these tier 2s, so that's hard for Mineski to finish them. But if they die like Sven can easily.
Bowie, I disagree, man. This game, you were saying it was Mineski's from the beginning, man.
No, come on.
You don't change. You don't take that back. I was saying TNC actually will take this. You know, I'm like Team TNC. You're Team Mineski right there. So this is like civil war between the casters, right?
I would like to see more Nimbus being used. We saw that one when they started chasing Tinker, but they didn't went for it quite a lot. Now going for Lincoln Spear, Terrorblade going. I really like the Titan fight choice.
Gonna chase here. The charge, the glimpse back. They're gonna try and save the Zeus. Wow, 1-2. Down he goes. Can he kill Raven? The pop the BKB. They have to kill the Terrorblade. Kill the Terrorblade. Never mind, they want to go straight for Tim's first instead. 1-2, he also goes down. Mushi with the double. They impale onto 3. BKB up from Nana. Can he go and try to get a couple of kills here? They are looking for the Cyclone up into the air. Have they found the Terrorblade? There is no buyback on Zeus or Ayo. This could be it. The Stormbolt Hammer flies in. Can they kill Raven? He has a Sunder. The chain stuns. Can he do it? Once again, the triple stuns. Oh no, Mushi is dead. And once again, Sam H with the plays. Alright, there we go. An immediate TP out from Nana. Mineski overstepped their boundaries one more time. Sam H, the hero of the day. They will find the Brewmaster as well. Brew gonna get stunned up. Sam God right there, man. Sam God. How many times did he get 3-man impales?
Oh, they're gonna fight Jabs as well. He has no TP. He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Oh, what a disaster.
For Raven. Roshan is up. No buyback on 2 heroes for Mineski. But I'm not even sure if they go Roshan. With Ayo being ready, maybe he can heal that Terrorblade and they can take bottom lane. Maybe they just force buybacks and then go Roshan. There's a lot of plays they on their belt.
Nana's trying to cut the creep wave, but this creep will die.
Yeah.
And it's okay, you know, another creep wave is on the way. Oh wow, you talked about saying that this game is so hype it can go anybody's way. I don't think any of us saw that coming. It looked like Mineski had the perfect jump onto T.
Yeah. Zeus died, no buyback at the beginning, even out, didn't do anything, and still, that BKB though, it's getting low duration. So there was TNC probably impaled him at least twice for that fight. And it was a 3 and a 4-man impale. It was crispy. Well done.
Cool. And just like that, TNC, I'm about to take that Aegis. Scan will be used, making sure that Mineski weren't in the way. So alright, Aegis will be picked up by Raven this game. This is the hero who deserves it. The hero, which is so hard to kill, and but then again, that hero was so hard to kill because you had Sam H using for the Carapace, trying to catch him. Oh, won't find the Tinker. Never mind. Try and blink out the charge. They want to try and find him, but now he's immediately blinked out.
Yeah. I'm curious to see whether this man is gonna. Yeah, so he goes for the butterfly. Okay. It's harder to do.
It is, and
no buyback.
This is why I said like us to spend. You probably would have wanted the Bloodthorn. That extra damage probably could have helped out a lot, especially for enabling your team. But now you know you have to ask yourself, if you're Mushi, which item do you get rid of to go into an MKV? And you still want to pick up travels.
I'm not even sure he's going MKV this game. I feel like he can't. He just finished the butterfly, so he's not really getting ripped off Assault Cuirass or Daedalus or BKB. Maybe if you just go Bootless, has Bloodlust, but even that I feel like he won't be able to get him.
And yeah, I can see that happening, but the thing, okay, with the butterfly, it will help out just a tiny bit. I don't know, I'm so skeptical on this right now. Like, I don't even know what to say because this game is so hard to itemize. This game is so hard to play at the moment.
Yeah,
so intense. We have 42 minutes in. This is our closest game of this entire series thus far. And this is the deciding game. Don't forget, guys, it's only a best of 3, not a best of 5. Only one team will emerge victorious here from this game.
True. And now they have to stick to the TNC top, so they're ignoring it, going now towards bottom lane.
They are smoked out, going in for the quick stun. They find the Spirit Breaker, won't even need the God Strength. And without 1437 for 70 seconds, the Courier Snipe. Alright, Ayo. Make something happen. Time will TP out, and this way, Mineski, have they found an opening? That's the question, but their tier 2 towers still standing despite having the Aegis.
Nah, they didn't. They're just buying time, and they used the smoke for that. And they just got Roshan. I feel like that's not enough. TNC will be able to wait 50 seconds and go again. Unless they get another pick. But TNC plays well. Just play conservatively. They should be able to get everyone alive and go straight up the bottom lane again. There's no smoke anymore. This is stuff for Mineski. I don't know what he can do.
It's very hard to decide for smoke ganks. Let's take a look at general itemization, like between everybody. You know, Jabs is missing some items. Ninja Boogie doesn't have items as well. He did go with the pipe. And I don't know, it's very difficult to play this game as a disruptor as well because of how much Sam H is doing. And you've got a very tanky hero like 1437 who now has the cheese and a halberd, which means that Sven's gonna have an extremely tough time.
Yeah. The halberd is a great pick here. Especially with BKB being so low duration.
Yeah, you can't dispel it anymore, right? Yeah. So, I don't know, even like Brewmaster this game, you see, usually you would like him to go into that Radiance, which he usually goes for, but in this case, he might need to go for a Hex after the BKB if we even get there. Smoke, coming out the smoke rotation. This could be perfect. They have a double damage as well on Terrorblade. This could be the last team fight.
This is gonna be painful.
Like the Rubas coming in, Sam H, he has been spotted out. They find him. Raven, they want to go for there's a charge going on, going straight to the backline. They want to try and isolate Mushi, but Raven would just tear apart Jabs. Can they kill him off? The Primal Split's gonna be used. Raven with the double damage and the Illusion's gonna chase. 1437. The miss. Mushi can't kill him. Miss. The cheese is gonna be popped, cycloned up into the air. They know which one is the real Terrorblade, but it's okay. We're gonna try and hunt him down. Can they do it though? Tinker needs to come back in. Mushi will finally bring down 1437. Raven popping the BKB. Mushi will probably end up dying here. Wants to kill Tims, but Tims will actually get out. Oh my god. And Raven will destroy Mushi as well. 3, 4, 1. TNC have just
found luck for
big
Mineski
opening.
Is the creep wave. It's the creep wave and the tier 2. Everyone was positioned top exactly because of it. Now they probably won't be able to use Metamorphosis to take the tower, but I feel like they can just go in without meta. And Mineski is gonna be forced to buy back Sven. And 40 seconds for Godstrength. This feels grim.
He just expired, but I don't think they care. They're going straight for the tier 3 tower. Mineski needs to hold. They need the Tinker to make some serious defensive plays here. Laser missiles coming out. Nimbus to try, but alright. Good attempt. ISSI is popping the BKB. Ripper Drunken here trying to go here into Raven lasers, but the Thunder comes out. Alright, and just like that, Mineski still hold, and this game will continue to drag on even longer. This continues, but the bright side is, you know, Mineski didn't have to use the Mushi buyback.
Yeah, he's maxed out though, so it doesn't change all that much. But the real thing is gonna be the next Roshan. The pressure shard on Terrorblade, dude, that's pretty good. I'm telling you. Double BKB, double Metamorphosis, so it doesn't matter if you fight like they did outside of the base. You're gonna be
They want to get the stun here. They actually find the impale. The real kid's coming in. Tinker is actually going to end up dying here. Their BKB will be for absolutely nothing. He has buyback, but still, that was a real kid used. Very, very worth it. Good stuff coming out here from TNC.
They're gonna go. They're gonna force buyback at least.
Indeed. So Tinker's nightmare game. Nana had some sick plays earlier on. He's found up, but I'm not sure at this point what else he can do. Probably wishes he had that Hex instead of the Shiva's God.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you want the like more AoE damage to destroy the illusions, slow him down a little bit, but it's a tough game. Power,
Raven can just hit the tower. Look at that tower fall. Whoop, whoop,
the tower red.
Very easy. Yep. Going into the backline one more time. He still has the primal split. Raven, he's just gonna hold his ground, looking for the nether strike. They might even actually be able to kill Brewmaster off here. Never mind. Now you get the primal split off, trying to push this all the way to the max. The buyback for the Tinker will come out, and TNC would try to disengage together, but they want to try and get this out. Shiva's God, maybe? Never mind. Going to Glim's back. They have found one. It will be 1437, and he will actually die. TNC will just back out of here, but Cuckoo's still hanging around. Looks like they want to find their Brewmaster Panda. The split is about to expire in just a bit. They have the blink stun if they're going to use it, but never mind. Immediate blink up from my size, and TNC will be happy with just getting a tier 3 tower and a buyback out from Nana at least.
There was no Godstrength, but the Metamorphosis is ending, and they don't want to push their luck here. Both teams push pretty hard, so if you just overextend, I mean, after all, this is a final, right? This decides. TNC, they're struggling so much to get a finally go for a major or a minor. They really want this, but they're playing, they're respecting Mineski as they deserve.
And once again, that gold graph just going back in favor of TNC. I mean, I know usually at this point gold isn't usually that big of a factor. Roshan will be up in 2 minutes. But still, the way this game has been, so intense, dude. And Bowie, what a game theory. Like, right now, I can't even tell who has the advantage, even though TNC have the slight edge.
Yeah, TNC has the map advantage, but it's anyone's game. TNC disrespects Mineski. If suddenly Deadsman gets a 2-man Stormbolt, they can just force buybacks and the game is even again. He actually didn't went for the Stormhammer dispels enemies, but went for the lifesteal, which is, I mean, you don't need to get a lifesteal item on Sven, but as you said, it feels like without MKB, he's struggling to, you know, look like that Sven that jumps and gets a kill straight away. He has 14 kills, but he doesn't feel that dominant. Would you agree with me?
Agree with that, which is why I said that maybe he went for the Assault Cuirass first, so that the Crystallis, at least you could try to upgrade it into a Bloodthorn. So this way you kind of enable everyone else, and you just want the utility silence as well onto the Fireblade. Like, you know, BKB cooldown, the BKB durations are extremely short right now. 5 seconds, you could have waited that out instead of going for a full commitment fight. So, I don't know, I mean, it's always up for debate, and it's just us casters speculating, but I don't know, I still hold my opinion on that. So TNC, they're just going to play around this next Roshan, which will be up in 30 seconds. And Mineski trying to Glimmer Cape in, looking to scout things out. Both teams are perfectly aware of what's happening. You know, the right side is Tinker can pretty much push out the wave. But Mushi, he will wait in.
I'm a big fan of the level 2 travels in these late game situations. Tinker.
Oh, getting the stun up. Oh dear, BKB up on the Brewmaster already. Not like this. And without, they don't know about the
now
BKB being popped like that though.
They don't know, okay. But Roshan's gonna spawn, let's see which team's gonna find it out first.
But Sam H, he spots a double damage bottom lane, they're pinging it out as well. If Raven picks this up, this could be the rune of destiny here for the Terrorblade.
Oh man,
they're going that way.
Raven.
Okay, do they know the Tinker? Can they find the Tinker? Never mind, they're going for a loop around. Look to Sam H to make the big plays again. Oh, this is the perfect loop around. They will use the Primal Split. The short cooldown Wrath of Nature, the Thunder God's Wrath will be used. Look at the double stun once again. Goodbye, Jabs. Hello. And the Primal Split is just about to expire. 14:37 will find one kill. Carapace going to be used. And they're happy with what they got already. Looks like they will actually find the Primal Split to win Storm Panda at least.
Are just they going for Roshan or not? Yeah, Roshan.
They will. They'd have to.
1437 pings it. So yeah, this game's gonna be slow because they're gonna get Roshan, Metamorphosis is gonna be down, but oh boy, wait a minute. Yeah, maybe they forced the buyback.
Refresh your shard, dude, and Mushi just dying like that. I mean, once again, it's just the Sam H show. 2 supports who cannot save Mushi. Who saves him? Definitely not Ice. Most certainly not the Tinker. And big openings created again by Sam H. This is the Sam H show. I know for a while people were saying that, you know, Sam H, oh no, replace him, but they stuck to their guns. And TNC are looking very strong. Just push out the bottom wave. I think they will try for the bottom lane of Frax, just to balance out the lane.
Yeah, that would be good. They're already almost losing 1 there. And without regen, those tier 4s feel so weak. They're always dying, don't even notice it. So yeah, they draw the line. Actually, that's Mushi's line, but they're going bottom anyway. Hey, Arcane Rune spotted.
But this could be pretty big for the Zeus, especially now that he has level 25 talent. Actually went for the cast range instead, like you said.
And he has Octarine. This Zeus is gonna do a lot of damage.
I'm just looking at Terrorblade's talent, where he has 300 attack range of Metamorphosis, sieging so easily. They'll smoke up 3-man smoke. We'll see what they can do. They have the relocate gank as well. Yeah, I think this is what TNC want to try and do.
That's how I wanna play. You use your big core with the IO, and they go for.
Purple Thunder will be used if they can find Mushi here, getting the Thunderbolt out, looking for the stun. It's gonna miss. BKB out from Mushi immediately. They were looking for the relocate as well, but the BKB cooldown is only a minute, so they can still try to play this out very slowly. They have the Tinker to stall the game as long as they can. 53 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen, our deciding game 3, and it doesn't look like it's even going to be close to ending.
I feel like they could go. I'm not sure, it wasn't fog, so I don't know whether they saw BKB. but they have BKB on Terrorblade, they have even Moonshine on Terrorblade, so he's gonna melt those structures. There's Glyph, so they don't want to go super deep. They want to cross it first.
Cyclone up
And
in the air,
this
maybe they
Brewmaster
found the
talent
view.
is so annoying. He just keeps
I know.
using it.
Minus 65 seconds, you know, by the time it's
15-second
expired.
cooldown.
Yeah, and by the time Primal Split's done, you know, you have it just like 20 seconds left. You just wait. He has been using that continuously. Stop cooldown again.
That's
Just
pretty
ice,
hard
ice,
to do.
ice. It is, but at this point, you know, the Brewlings don't exactly do that much, I guess. I'm not sure. I mean, he has been doing his best to try and occupy 2 units, but Mushi has just been focused down so quickly every single time. And TNC has made sure that the Brewmaster is not exactly that useful.
Yeah, and you mentioned Mushi. He's going for MKB anyways, so I'm curious to see whether he's gonna give up on Prads, whether he's gonna switch the BKB after he uses it. It's not gonna be great anyway, but he's going for the MKB at last. A lot of entry rushes coming from this.
Yeah, they're trying to split the lanes up so that this way, at least with 3 lanes pushing in, you can see that TNC can probably try to siege this bottom lane of Rax.
Oh,
And
man,
once
Rax is
again,
popped.
Cyclone up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's going for it. He's going to try and get the melee Rax here. Cyclone up again
Oh my
into the air.
God.
Mushi has God Strength and BKB. Bloodlust about to expire onto him though. Top lane is getting rat by the Metamorphosis Illusion. Look at Raven go to work. Ice 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 gonna pop the God Strength here. Going to Raven to get the stun up. But the reflection. Alright, so the defensive relocate out again. They're going straight to the top.
Nice.
Very nicely done. And he's gonna be okay. He has a Sunder. He could Sunder 1 hero. BKB gonna be popped. Yep, they use the Sunder onto Mushi. The BKB is gonna be popped. And just like that, they just get out. And he's straight back to the bottom lane. They've taken the melee, they've taken the range. 1 lane of Rax down. The Rat Dota is real on a whole new level from TNC. Mineski have no idea what to do here.
What a play, dude. They don't even use ages for that. That was such a good relocate.
Oh, refresh a shot. They want to go back around too. They're going in again. He
Nice.
pops the refresh
Okay.
shot. This
There's
time he has the Scotty.
There's no BKB, no God Strength. That's great.
They get the courier snipe as well.
Oh man.
This could be a disaster. TNC look to break the curse. They know that there's 1 hero top, which is Sam H. Ninja Boogie will be there. I'm gonna try and catch at least 1 hero.
I don't know if this refresher shard, honestly. They're
Goes
like,
up
they're not
top
going
to the
immediately here.
But look at Mushi, his BKB has already been popped. The God Strike is coming off cooldown. But still. Alright, looking for another strike over the top lane. Looks like they found Nana 1 more time. Glimmercape to save this Tinker. Don't forget Tinker. Alright, he has buyback again. Looks like we will find the Tinker kill. Looks like he'll have to immediately buy back from this. But Raven, he's going ham to work here. This will be it. Never mind. With the buyback up from the Tinker, if they actually do this, they have a double damage. Going to the backline. Ice 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 going in against more. Static Storm will not matter because BKB is there from Raven. And TNC are causing Mineski to just panic. Everything being thrown out.
Did they force anything? The fight recap here? Yeah, it was a Tinker buyback. Okay. I mean, NC is doing fine. I feel like they overplayed their hand using the refresher shard without going immediately because they could just wait it out. There's no cooldowns you can abuse now with Brewmaster split being so cooldown. Even the BKB and God Strength not that long anymore.
Bowie, can we take a moment to appreciate that Terrorblade is 14,000 gold? And now he buys a refresher orb as well. I mean, 9,400 gold. They're trying to charge someone.
That's the best item right now.
Assassin trying
There's
to go there
boots.
into
Why
the
there are
Brewmaster.
boots there? There are boots.
Now Assault Kura's coming out as well. And Raven has so many items this game. I mean, this is...
Okay, smoke. Smoke for me.
Where do they want to go? That's the question. Nana's still pushing out the wave. Realized the Kaya wasn't doing that much good. And you know, even Mushi, the MKB, he hasn't been able to dish out the beeps like he would like. 14 and 5 with 527 last hits, but last hits don't win you games. Objectives do. Might bump into Sam H here, who could actually break another smoke. Where's the gem? Where's the gem? The dust is popped, and Sam H creating so much space, dodging the smoke gank.
Dude, Mineski didn't have a lot of luck with their smokes during this game. I'm not sure if Sam H is just a god or if they're unlucky, but pretty much every smoke gank they ever went for was either nullified by Sam H or Thunder God's Wrath. That's kind of unfortunate. They had Aghanim Scepter on Disruptor, so they're trying to maybe find Terrorblade and kill him before he's able to pop any of his items. But now they only have the defensive plays. Glyph. We have 1 minute for the Glyph, so let's see if they can hold into that point.
This is just one of those games, right, where everything that can go wrong does go wrong. I was about to hit the level 25 talent, by the way. Tether stuns of 50 health region. A 50 health region is not something to laugh at, dude. It's basically a heart. Almost,
the Terrorblade
right?
is so unkillable. I feel like he... Oh! Yeah, I feel like he's gonna go for it. We'll
Yep,
see.
they get the character stun up here. They found the Tinker. Oh no, the Tinker dies here. He has no buyback. 2 minutes without the Tinker. This could have been it right there. And they will go for the range tracks. Now they're going to try and stall the push. Promise is going to be used to get the chain stuns up. Static Storm's going to be thrown out as well. Can they bring down Raven?
Nice.
Yes, they can. So they do get them one big kill. Nimbus will be thrown out. Terribly advised back. Gonna TP straight in, popping the refresher orb as well. They want to go back in for round 2 with the Metamorphosis off cooldown. Storm Panda to throw Tim's up into the air one more time. The Ward not going to do anything to take care of it immediately. In this way, Raven just goes to work on the middle lane. Now he'll go straight for the top. Thomas Bit's going to be popped as well. Raven going to take their melee backs. They want to take this. They want to take the Megas. Alright. Can he bring 1437 down? Halberd. Halberd. Nice charge into 2 heroes. This could be it as Raven does go straight for the objectives. Mushi is dead. Buyback out from Mushi. Raven would take both the melee and the range racks. It's going to be the mega creeps. What can they do? Sam is looking for the stun, but this time it's going to miss. Not this time. Not every day is Christmas. But it's okay. One bad stun doesn't make... Well, doesn't really negate the rest of the good stuns he's had this game, right? Tier 4 tower is about to fall. 1437 going in for the charge again onto Mushi. They need to buy as much time as they can, but they will take the first tier 4 tower. And once again, a double stun coming out. There'll be one more dead without Mushi for 2 minutes. I think Mineski have just end up losing here. TNC, have they just do it? Yes, you can hear the chants. TNC, TNC. They will be your C representatives at MDL Macau as they beat out Mineski 2-1. What a... Most definitely what a performance here coming up from Sam H.
They play so well. Congrats to TNC. I mean, I was doubting the Terrorblade, but Raven, Terrorblade. There's a reason people banned that hero so much against him. He farmed very well, and all of his teammates enabled him.